many of the genus Vernicia, especially Vernicia fortiicing, Allurites fortii, of East Asian trees or shrubs cultivated for their seeds, which are a source of tung oil. Tung trees, plural of tung tree. Tung Puan, alternative form of Dongyuan. Tanda, name of a river in South India, joins with Bhadra forming Tungabhadra. Tungabhadra, a river in South India formed by the union of Tunga and Bhadra rivers, which flows through Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. Tungdan, alternative form of Dungan, a Muslim people. Tundani, alternative form of Dungan, a Muslim people. Tunganistan, exonym for in the territory in southern Xinjiang administered by the new 36th Division of the Kuomintang's National Revolutionary Army from 1934 to 1937. Tundao, a barangay of Butuan, Agusan del Norte, Philippines. Tundasan, a barangay of Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Philippines. Tungdate, a surname. Tungdates, plural of Tungate. Tunchang, alternative form of Dinchang. Tunchao, dated form of Tanju. Tunchu, alternative form of Donju. Tanhai, synonym of Lion Yungang. Tongnisan, alternative form of Tongsan. Tanoa, alternative form of Tanhua. Tungmasis, an inflammatory skin disease caused by infection with the female ectoparasitic Tunga penetrans flea. Hamde, a racial classification used in physical anthropology as a Mongoloid subrace found in Inner Mongolia and parts of Siberia. Tungnit, plural of Tungut. Tungte, a barangay of Toledo, Cebu, Philippines. Tungquan, alternative form of Dongyuan. Tungdung, synonym of Dongyuan, the Cantonese-derived name. Tumdus, dated form of Tumgus. Tumduses, plural of Tumbus. Tungravirus, any virus of the genus Tungravirus. Tungraviruses, plural of Tungravirus. Tonmus, plural of Ton. Samsa, synonym of Pradas. Tumso, a type of bamboo flute used in traditional Korean music. Tungstcyclopentane, the saturated organometallic heterocycle having 4 carbon atoms and 1 tungsten atom, any derivative typically carbonyl of this compound. Tungstate, any salt of tungstic acid. Tungstates, plural of tungstate. Tungstation, containing tungstate anions. Tungsten, a rare metallic chemical element symbol W from Latin wolframium with an atomic number of 74. Tungsten carbide, a very hard, gray compound, chemical formula WC, used as an abrasive. Tungsten fluoride, alternative form of tungsten hexafluoride. Tungsten hexafluoride, a fluoride compound of tungsten with the chemical formula WF6. Tungsten triacid, an oxide compound of tungsten with the chemical formula WO3. Tungstenate, synonym of tungstate. Tungstenian, containing tungsten. Tungstenic, containing or pertaining to tungsten. Tungsteniferous, containing or producing tungsten. Tungstenite, the mineral now known as scheelite. Tungstenwhite, resembling or characteristic of tungsten. Tungstenocene, a metallocene containing a tungsten atom. Tungstenocene, tungsines, plural of tungstenosine. Tungsins, plural of tungsten. Tungstenum, tungsten. Tungstibide, an orthorhombic disphenoidal mineral containing antimony, oxygen, and tungsten. Tungstic, of ore relating to tungsten. Especially hexavalent tungsten. Tungstic acid, the solid hydrated form of tungsten oxide, H2O4, used in textiles and in yellow glazes. Tungstate, an orthorhombic hydrous tungsten oxide mineral formed by the weathering of other tungsten-containing minerals. Tungstates, plural of tungstate. Tungsto, relating to tungsten. Tungstoenzyme, any metalloenzyme that contains tungsten. Tungstoenzymes, plural of tungstoenzyme. Tungstimolybdic acid, a compound formed by the action of tungsten on molybdic acid, which is used to deproteinize tissue samples. Tungstophosphoric, synonym of phosphatungstic. Tungstophosphoric acid, phosphotungstic acid. Tungstipterin, a thermophilic metalloenzyme, aldehyde ferredoxin oxidorotase containing tungsten. Tungstipterins, plural of tungstipterin. Tungstosilicate, any salt or ester of tungstosilicic acid. Tungstosilicates, plural of tungstosilicate. Tungstosilicic acid, silica tungstic acid. Tungstus, containing tetravalent tungsten. Tudtin, alternative form of Dongding. Tungtus, a member of any Tungusic people. Tunguses, plural of Tungus. Tungusian, synonym of Tungusic. Tungusic, a language family spoken in Inner Mongolia and parts of Siberia. Tungusite, a triclinic pinaquidal mineral containing aluminum, calcium, hydrogen, iron, magnesium, manganese, oxygen, silicon, and sodium. Tumbuska event, a huge explosion that occurred near the Podkemenaya Tumbuska River in Yeniseisk Governorate, now Krasnoyarsk Krai, Russia, on the morning of 30 June 1908, generally attributed to a meteor airburst. Tumnuskan, of ore relating to the Tunguska event. Tungusological, of ore related to the Tungusic languages. Tungusologist, one who studies the Tungusic languages. Tungusologists, plural of tungusologists. Tungusology, the study of the Tungusic languages. Tundent, alternative form of Danyan Island. Tada, synonym of Danyan Island. Tunduv, ground-eyed Glechoma heteracea. Tunuang, alternative form of Dunhuang. Tunuang, dated form of Dunhuang. Today, a garment worn over the torso with or without sleeves, and of various lengths reaching from the hips to the ankles. Tunica, an unincorporated community in West Feliciana Parish, Louisiana, United States. Tunica albuginea, layer of connective tissue covering the testes. Tunica County, one of 82 counties in Mississippi, United States. County seat, Tunica. Tunica intima, the innermost layer of an artery or vein, made up of one layer of endothelial cells and supported by an internal elastic lamina. Tunica media, the middle layer of a blood vessel located between the tunica intima and tunica externa. Tunica mucosa, synonym of mucous membrane. Tunica serosa, Synonym of serous membrane. Tunity, plural of tunica. Tunigi albuzini, plural of tunica albuginia. Tunigi media, plural of tunica media. Tunici mucosae, plural of tunica mucosa. Tunici cerosae, plural of tunica serosa. Tunica, relating to the tunica albuginia. Tunicamycin, an enzyme inhibiting antibiotic used as an experimental tool in biology. Tunicaries, plural of tunicary. Tunicary, tunicate one of the urochordatus in tunicata. Tunicas, plural of tunica. Tunicate, any of very many chordate marine animals of the subphyla Tunicata or Urochordata, including the sea squirts. Tunicated, tunicate. Tunicate, plural of tunicate. Tunas, alternative form of tunic. Tunicin, a type of animal cellulose present in the mantle or tunic of the tunicates. Tunicins, plural of tunicin. Tunic, archaic spelling of tunic. Tudect, wearing a tunic. Tudex, plural of tunic, alternative spelling of tunics. Tunica, a small tunic. Tunicals, plural of tunicle. Tunicas, without a tunic. Tunicoi, resembling or characteristic of a tunic. Tudex, plural of tunic. Tunic-wise, in the style of a tunic. Comparative form of tunny, more tunny. Tunnis, superlative form of tunny, most tunny. Tunniness, the quality of ein tunny. Tune, action of the verb to tune. Tuning down, present participle and gerund of tune down. Tuning fork, a fork-shaped object which emits a tone of a specific frequency when struck, producing a reference note for tuning instruments. Tuning forks, plural of tuning fork. Tuning hammer, a tuning wrench with a hammer attachment for regulating tension in stringed instruments. Tuning hammers, plural of tuning hammer. Tuning head, synonym of peghead. Tuning heads, plural of tuning head. Tuning in, present participle and gerund of tune in. Tuning key, a peg or screw used to tighten or loosen strings on a musical instrument in order to produce concordant sounds. Tuning keys, plural of tuning key. Tuning lever, a tuning wrench. Tuning levers, plural of tuning lever. Tuning out, present participle and gerund of tune out. Tuning peg, synonym of tuning key. Tuning pegs, plural of tuning peg. Tuning up, present participle and gerund of tune up. Tuning wrench, a specialized socket wrench used to tune string instruments that have strings wrapped around tuning pins. Tuning wrenches, plural of tuning wrench. Tunings, plural of tuning. Tunis, a city on the northern coast of Africa. Tunis cake, a sponge cake topped with a thick chocolate layer. Tunis cakes, plural of Tunis cake. Tunis, abbreviation of Tunisia. Tunisia, a country in North Africa. Capital, Tunis. Tunayan, a person from Tunisia or of Tunisian descent. Tunisian Arabic, a group of Arabic dialects spoken primarily in Tunisia. Tunisianization, the process of Tunisianizing. Tunisianize, to make Tunisian. Tunisianize, simple past and past participle of Tunisianize. Tunisianizes, third person singular simple present indicative of Tunisianize. Tunisianizing, present participle and gerund of Tunisianize. Tunisianize, quality of being Tunisian. Tunisians, plural of Tunisian. Tuniside, a tetragonal ditrigonal dipyramidal mineral containing aluminum, calcium, carbon, chlorine, hydrogen, oxygen, and sodium. Tunisan, a surname. Tunisans, plural of Tunisan. Doug, alternative form of Tonk card game. Tamda, an assignment on the revenue on land in favor of an individual. Tonkas, plural of Tumka. Tunker, alternative form of Dunker. Tunkers, plural of Tunker. Tunkhannock, a borough, the county seat of Wyoming County, Pennsylvania, United States. Thumbs, a surname. Tantu, a Malay prince. Tumgus, plural of Tumku. Tonley, a hamlet near Oakridge, Bisley, with Lypiat Parish, Stroud District, Gloucestershire, England. OS Grid Ref So 9304. Tumlai, resembling or characteristic of a ton or large cask. However, a district of Changchai, Shaanxi, China. Tonnage, alternative form of tonnage. Tonnages, plural of tonnage. Tonner, a surname. Tonnards, plural of tonner. Simple past and past participle of ton. Tunnel, an underground or underwater passage. Tunnel book, an illustrated book with holes in the pages allowing the reader to glimpse parts of later pages through earlier pages and giving the impression of a three-dimensional scene. Tunnel boring machine, a large machine used to excavate tunnels with a circular cross-section. Tunnel boring machines, plural of tunnel boring machine. Tunnel broker, a service that provides a network tunnel. Tunnel brokers, plural of tunnel broker. Tunnel City, a census-designated place in Greenfield, Monroe County, Wisconsin, United States. Tunnel diode, a semiconductor diode that has negative resistance in the forward direction of its operating range due to quantum effects. Tunnel diodes, plural of tunnel diode. Tunnel disease. Achillostomiasis. Tunnel net, a net that is wide at the mouth and narrow at the other end. Tunnel nets, plural of tunnel net. Tunnel o' love, a carnival dark ride for couples in boats, either relaxing and romantic, or spooky encouraging the couple to cling to one another. Tunnel ram, a type of high-performance intake manifold designed to straighten the pathway of fuel/air mixture, speeding the flow to the combustion chambers. Tunnel rams, plural of tunnel ram. Tunnel rat, a soldier trained to enter enclosed enemy spaces like tunnel systems to search them and eliminate and slash or capture any occupants. Tunnel rats, plural of tunnel rat. Tunnel running, a kind of motor vehicle road rally for high-performance vehicles, emphasizing recreational driving in a group, especially through tunnels. Tunnel stern, a kind of motorboat stern for use in shallow waters in which the propeller is housed in a tunnel and does not extend below the greatest draft. Tunnel sterns, plural of tunnel stern. Tunnel vision, a restricted field of vision, especially as the result of looking through some type of object or a medical condition. Tunnel vision, having or characterized by tunnel vision. Tunnelable, capable of being tunneled through. Tunnel ball, a children's game in which players stand in line with their feet apart, making a tunnel with their legs, down which the lead player propels a ball back to the last player, who runs with it to the front of the line and repeats, played competitively between teams for speed, or by a single team for recreation or exercise. Tunneled, simple past and past participle of tunnel. Tunneler, one who makes tunnels. Tunnelers, plural of tunneler. Tunnelful, enough to fill a tunnel. Tunnelfuls, plural of tunnelful. Tunneling, the act of burrowing a tunnel. Tunneling time, alternative form of tunneling time. Tunneling times, plural of tunneling time. Tunnelings, plural of tunneling. Tunnelist, someone who digs tunnels, especially as a hobby. Tunnelists, plural of tunnelists. Tunnel, a surname. Tunneled, simple past and past participle of tunnel. Tunneler, alternative form of tunneler. Tunnelers, plural of tunneler. Tunneli, resembling a tunnel. Tunneling, present participle and gerund of tunnel. Tunneling time, the amount of time required for the ground state to develop the underbarrier wave function components necessary to attain the static field ionization rate. Tunneling times, plural of tunneling time. Tunnelings, plural of tunneling. Tunnelists, alternative form of tunnelist. Tunnelists, plural of tunnelists. Tunnels, plural of tunnel. Tunneling, resembling or characterized by tunnels. Tunnels, plural of tunnel. Tunnels of love, plural of tunnel of love. Tunnelway, tunnel. Tunnelways, plural of tunnelway. Tunne, a surname from Irish. Tunnies, plural of tunny. Tunnicliffe, a surname. Tunnes, plural of tunny. Tunnen, present participle and gerund of tun. Tunne, synonym of tuna. Tunnefish. Tunne, tunnefishes, plural of tunnefish. Tuna, plural of tun. Tunquin, alternative form of tomkin. Und, plural of ton. Tunsfall, plural of tunful. Tunstall, a number of places in England. Tunstalls, plural of Tunstall. Tunstay, a village in Wormhill Parish, High Peak District, Derbyshire, England. OS Grid Ref SK 1175. Tuna Chuck, a surname from Yupik. Tuna Chucks, plural of Tuna Chuck. Tunwer, a kind of soft British cheese with a white rind. Hamsi, a district of Huangshan and Hui, China. Hamsus, a former group of Quirpi-speaking Native Americans that lived in Connecticut. Tana, tuneful, melodious. Shuozafi, a staple food made with maize or millet flour, commonly eaten in northern Ghana. Shuova, an ancient Xianbei tribe of China. Shuobi, a surname from Irish. Shuois, plural of Chuohi. Shui, a surname from Irish. Shuis, plural of Chuoi. Shuoksa, synonym of toxin, the Mandarin Chinese derived name. Shualummi, a river in California, United States, one of the major rivers draining the western slope of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Shualummi City, a census-designated place in Shualummi County, California, United States. Shualummi County, one of 58 counties in California, United States. County seat, Sonora. Shotim, a Bantu language spoken in Cameroon. Abbreviation of transfer under pressure. A male sheep, a ram. Hilda, a surname. Tupaid, Eddie of the family Tupaidiotui shoes. Tupaids, plural of tupaid. Tupake, the tudu, a shrub of New Zealand. Tupamera, of or pertaining to the Tupamaros, a Uruguayan urban guerrilla organization. Tupamaros, an urban guerrilla organization in Uruguay in the 1960s and 1970s. Tupa, a large double-headed drum played with mallets. Tupens, plural of tupen. Tupen viruses, plural of tupen virus. Tupara, a double-barreled gun. Tupares, plural of tupara. Tubes, plural of tubo. Acronym of Transfer of Undertakings Protection of Employment Regulations 2006. Hoot, simple past and past participle of tube. Happy, present participle and gerund of tube. Dode, alternative form of tupic. Tubax, plural of tupic. Tupelize, to place data in a tuple. Tupelo, a city in and the county seat of Lee County, Mississippi, United States. Tupelo-gum, synonym of large tupelo. Tupelos, plural of tupelo. Turfosete, a red-brown monoclinic mineral comprising mostly iron, silicon, and oxygen. Third-person singular simple present indicative of tube. Tube, several related indigenous nations of coastal Brazil. Tupi-Guarani, the largest subfamily of the Tupi languages of South America. Tupin, a language family in South America, the Tupian languages. Tuve, plural of tupic. Tuve, a tent or other building made from animal skins used by the Inuit during the summer. Tuves, plural of tupic. Tubai, a monster either invisible or having a physical form constructed from animal bones, sinew, etc., created in secret by a shaman and sent into the sea to seek and kill a specific enemy. Tupa like a sword, any extinct temnospondyl in the family Tupelacosauridae. Tupelacosaurids, plural of Tupelacosaurid. Tubelas, plural of Tupelac. Tubelac, alternative form of Tupelac. Tubelax, plural of Tupelac. Tubelac, plural of Tupelac. Tupelati, a village and commune of Neamt County, Romania. Tupelasi, a particular steroid glycoside. Tupinamba, a member of a particular Tupi ethnic group. Tupinambas, plural of Tupinamba. Tupiniquim, an ethnic group of Brazil. Tupi, alternative form of Tupic. Tubes, plural of Tupic. Tuple, a finite sequence of terms. Tuples, plural of tuple. Tuvlet, a note value with a non-standard duration, a set of notes subdivided within a single beat. Tubelets, plural of tuplet. Tuvlin, a surname. Tuvle, a surname. Tuvlings, plural of tupling. Toply, in a way relating to tuples. Tubman, a census-designated place in Kern County, California, United States. Tubman, plural of Tupman. Tuvo, a typographical error. Tubos, plural of tubo. Tuver, a surname from Tongan. Tubes, plural of tupu. Tupper, rare form of tuppence worth. Of, simple past and past participle of tup. Tuppence, 2 pence in pre- or post-decimalization currency. Tuppence worth, 2 pennies worth. Goods or services with a value of 2 pennies. Tuppence worse. Plural of tuppence worth. Tuppence worth, alternative spelling of tuppence worth. Tuppence worse, plural of tuppence worth. Tuppences, plural of tuppence. Tuppence euro, alternative spelling of tuppence worth. Tuppeness, plural of tuppenny. Tuppenny, literally worth tuppence 2 pence, of little value or status. Tuppenny upry, a cheap prostitute who offered sex in an alleyway or against a wall, with the man standing and the woman's knees raised. Tuppenny uprights, plural of tuppenny upright. Tuppenny halfpenny, very cheap. Tupper, a surname. Tupper's self-referential formula, an inequality that visually represents itself when graphed at a specific location in the XY plane. Tupperize, to adapt or convert to the use of Tupperware. Tupperize, simple past and past participle of tupperize. Tupperizes, third person singular simple present indicative of tupperize. Tupperizing, present participle and gerund of tupperize. Toppers, plural of tupper. Tupperware, a food storage container often plastic, or a set of such containers. Tupperware ladies, plural of Tupperware lady. Tupperware lady, a woman organizing a Tupperware party. Tupperware parties, plural of Tupperware party. Tupperware party, a party arranged by Tupperware ladies in their homes to sell Tupperware on the party plan as a direct marketing concept. Tupperwares, plural of Tupperware. Tupper, present participle and gerund of tup. Tuppence, plural of tupping. Tups, plural of tup. Tupsoy, a suburban area in Hereford, Herefordshire, England. OS grid ref so 5340. Tupstraci, a particular steroid glycoside. Upton, a village and civil parish in northeast Derbyshire district, Derbyshire, England. OS grid ref SK 3966. Tupuna, an ancestor, especially a grandparent in Maori culture. Tupunes, plural of Tupuna. Tupungato, a massive Andean lava dome dating to Pleistocene times, located on the Argentina-Chile border. Tupuchuarid, any pterosaur in the family Tupuchuaridae. Tupuchuarids, plural of Tupuchuarid. Tuvi, a surname from Czech. Tubies, plural of tubi. Hood, ellipsis of Latuk. Hood, plural of tube. Tur, a surname. Tiralura, a filler lyric vocables. Tiraluras, plural of Tiralura. Tirac, a barangay of San Carlos, Pangasinan, Philippines. Tirasan, a red or crimson pigment obtained from certain feathers of several species of tiracu. Tirasans, plural of tirasan. Tiraco, any of the birds of the family Musophagidae in the Musophagiformes order with vivid coloring and prominent crest. Tiracos, plural of tiraco. Tiracos, plural of tiraco. Tiracu, alternative form of tiraco. Tiracus, plural of tiracu. Tiracuverdin, a green europorphyrin pigment found in the feathers of the tiraco. Tiraga, an indigenous movement in northern Pentecost Island, Vanuatu. Tiracu, archaic form of tiraco. Tiracus, plural of tiracu. Tirem, a region of Central Asia, originally populated by Iranian Central Asian nomads. Later, Iranians came to identify Turkic neighbors as Turanian. Turan graph, a complete multipartite graph TNR formed by partitioning a set of n vertices into R subsets with sizes as equal as possible and connecting two vertices by an edge if and only if they belong to different subsets. Turan graphs, plural of Turan graph. Turan tiger, synonym of Caspian tiger. Turan's brick factory problem, the problem of finding the minimum number of crossings in a drawing of a complete bipartite graph. Turan's theorem, a theorem stating that, among the n-vertex simple graphs with no r plus 1 cliques, Tn, R has the maximum number of edges. Turangmere, a rural locality in the Manawatu-Wanganui region, New Zealand. Turangawiwi, in Maori culture, the place where one belongs or has a right to live, one's own land, also the sense of freedom, identity, and spiritual connection associated with this place. Turanian, of or pertaining to Turan. Turanianism, synonym of Turanism. Turanianist, synonym of Tyrannist. Turanianists, plural of Turanianists. Turanians, plural of Turanian. Tyranna, a human phenotypical classification thought to be a transitional race between Caucasoid and Mongoloid and is associated with Central Asians. Tyrannism, a movement aiming at close cooperation or political unification of various supposedly related ethnic groups, claimed to have all originated from Turan. Tyrannes, a supporter of the Tyrannism movement. Tyrannes, plural of Tyrannus. Tyranni, an olive green mineral containing copper, hydrogen, oxygen, and vanadium. Tyrannos, a reducing disaccharide organic compound that can be used as a carbon source by bacteria and fungi. Durans, plural of Turan. Ture, a surname. Tures, plural of Ture. Tara, a small piece of soil or clay, often in the form of a tablet used in Islamic prayer to symbolize earth. Tarbes, plural of turba. Turba, a man's headdress made by winding a length of cloth round the head. Turban shell, a marine gastropod of the family Turbinidae, or the shell thereof. Turban shells, plural of turban shell. Turban snail, synonym of turban shell Turbinidae sbp. Turban snails, plural of turban snail. Turban squash, an heirloom squash, a cultivar of Cucurbita maxima, used as a vegetable and as an ornamental gourd. Turban squashes, plural of turban squash. Turban top, a kind of fungus with an irregularly wrinkled, somewhat globular pileus, including the genus Helvella and the species Gyromitra esculenta. Turban tops, plural of turban top. Turbet, archaic form of turban. Turdans, plural of turban. Turban, alternative spelling of turban. Turbanesque, reminiscent of a turban. Turbanet, a pad held on the head by combs to protect a hairstyle when a hat is worn. Turbanets, plural of turbanet. Turbaning, a ceremony in Hossafialani culture in which someone is formally installed in a new position of power or traditional importance in the community. Turbanings, plural of turbaning. Turbanize, to adorn with a turban. Turbanize, simple past and past participle of turbanize. Turbanizes, third person singular simple present indicative of turbanize. Turbanizing, present participle and gerund of turbanize. Turbanless, without a turban. Turban-like, resembling or characteristic of a turban. Turban, wearing a turban. Turbaning, alternative form of turbaning. Turbanings, plural of turbaning. Turbans, plural of turban. Turban, obsolete form of turban. Turbans, plural of turband. Turban-wise, in the manner of a turban. Turbaries, plural of turbary. Turbary, peatland from which peat or turf may be cut for fuel, countable a piece of such land, a peat bog. Turbat, a city in southern Balochistan, Pakistan. Turbate, disturbed by mixing especially of soil. Turbation, the mixing of soil or sediment, especially perturbation. Turbational, relating to turbation. Turbations, plural of turbation. Turba, a small mausoleum built over the grave of a high-ranking or holy Muslim especially under the Ottomans. Turbes, plural of turbe. Turbal, a kind of soil that shows marked influence of cryoturbation. Turbellaria, any member of Turbellaria, a flatworm. Turbellarian, any flatworm of the class Turbellaria. Turbellarians, plural of Turbellarian. Turbellarius, plural of Turbellaria. Turbellariform, resembling the Turbellaria. Turbals, plural of Turbal. Turberville, a surname from Norman. Turbervilles, plural of Turberville. Turba, alternative form of Turbot. Turville, a surname. Turbavilles, plural of Turville. Turra, having the lees or sediment disturbed, not clear. A well liquid. Turbidimeter, an optical instrument that measures the turbidity of a fluid containing suspended particles. Turbidimeters, plural of turbidimeter. Turbidimetric, of or pertaining to turbidimetry or turbidimeters. Turbidimetrical, alternative form of turbidimetric. Turbidimetrically, by means of turbidimetry. Turbidimetry, the measurement of turbidity by means of a turbidimeter. Turbidite, any sedimentary deposit formed by a turbidity current. Turbidites, plural of turbidite. Turbiditic, of, pertaining to, or arising from turbidite, a sedimentary deposit formed by a turbidity current. Turbidities, plural of turbidity. Turbidity, the state of being turbid, turbidness. Turbidity current, a fast-flowing downhill current of air or water that carries silt. Turbidity currents, plural of turbidity current. Turbidly, in a turbid manner, with muddiness or confusion. Turbidness, the state or condition of being turbid. Turbidometer, misspelling of turbidimeter. Turbidometric, of or pertaining to turbidometry. Turbidometrically, in terms of or by means of turbidometry. Turbidometry, any of various techniques involving the measurement or detection of turbidity. Turbidostat, a continuous microbiological culture device in which fluid is automatically added and product removed to maintain a constant turbidity. Turbidostatic, whose turbidity is maintained at a constant level. Turbidostat, plural of turbidostat. Turbillion, a whirlwind or vortex. Turbillions, plural of turbillion. Turbimeter, alternative form of turbidimeter. Turbimeters, plural of turbimeter. Turbimetric, turbidimetric. Turbimetrically, alternative form of turbidimetrically. Turbinaceous, resembling or relating to peat or turf. Turbinado, a type of sugar made from the extract of sugar cane. Turbinados, plural of turbinado. Turbinados, plural of turbinado. Turbinal, having the shape of a cone resting on its apex. Turbinals, plural of turbinal. Turbinate, shaped or spinning like a spinning top. Turbinate bone, a scrolled spongy bone of the nasal cavity. Turbinate bones, plural of turbinate bone. Turbinated, turbinate in form, top-shaped. Turbinately, shaped or spinning like a spinning top. Turbinates, plural of turbinate. Turbinating, Present participle and gerative turbinate. Turbination, the act of spinning or whirling. Turbinations, plural of turbination. Churi, any of various rotary machines that use the kinetic energy of a continuous stream of fluid, a liquid, or a gas to turn a shaft. Turbine pump, a pump in which water is raised by the inverted action of a turbine wheel. Turbine pumps, plural of turbine pump. Turbine steamer, a type of ship using a steam turbine to generate propulsion. Turbine steamers, plural of turbine steamer. Turbinectomies, plural of turbinectomy. Turbinectomy, the removal of some or all of the turbinate bones of the nose, used to relieve nasal obstruction. Turbine, having a specified kind or number of turbines. Turbine-like, resembling or characteristic of a turbine. Turbinella, any of the genus Turbinella of large marine gastropods. Turbinella oak, a shrubby oak of the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico, Quercus turbinella, with prickly gray-green, evergreen leaves. Turbinella oaks, plural of turbinella oak. Turbinellas, plural of turbinella. Turbinolid, any sea snail in the family Turbinolidae. Turbinolids, plural of turbinolid. Turbines, plural of turbine. Turbinid, any mollusk in the gastropod family Turbinidae, the turbine shells. Turbinids, plural of turbinid. Turbiniform, shaped like a top. Turbinite, a petrified turbinate shell. Turbinites, plural of turbinite. Turbinoi, belonging or relating to turbo or the family Turbinidae. Turbinoids, plural of turbinoid. Turbinoid, any stony coral of the family Turbinolidae. Turbinoids, plural of turbinolii. Turbinoplastes, plural of turbinoplasty. Turbinoplasty, the reduction in size of the nasal turbinates in order to improve breathing. Turbinotomies, plural of turbinotomy. Turbinotomy, incision into the turbinate bone. Turbiometric, alternative form of turbidimetric. A kind of pigeon developed over many years of selective breeding, known for its peaked crest, short beak, and frill of feathers on the breast. Turbide, a fossil sea snail of the genus Turbo. Turbidine, a breed of domesticated pigeon, Columbolivia, with a frontal spot and large cheek patches. Turbitines, plural of turbitine. Turbites, plural of turbite. Turbith, a type of purgative drug made from the root of a type of morning glory plant, Operculina turpethum, or the plant itself. Turbitite, alternative form of turbidite. Turbitites, plural of turbitite. Turbits, plural of turbit. Turbo, causing or relating to increased speed. Turbo broiler, tabletop convection oven. Turbo cancer, a type of fast-developing cancer purported to occur in people who have been vaccinated against COVID-19, especially with mRNA vaccines. Turbo cancers, plural of turbo cancer. Turbo chook, the Tasmanian native N. Tribinix morturii. Turbo chooks, plural of turbo chook. Turbo controller, a gamepad with an auto-fire facility. Turbo controllers, plural of turbo controller. Turbo diesel. A cocktail consisting of snakebite and black and vodka. Turbo roundabout. A kind of roundabout circular road intersection that requires motorists to choose their direction before entering, thereby eliminating many conflicting paths and choices on the roundabout itself so that capacity and traffic safety are increased. Turbo roundabouts. Plural of turbo roundabout. Turbo trainer. A trainer equipped with a fan to simulate pedal resistance and airflow. Turbo trainers. Plural of turbo trainer. Turbo yeast. A mixture of fast-acting brewer's yeast and yeast nutrients that allows the fermentation of drinks with high alcohol content. Turbo yeasts. Plural of turbo yeasts. Turbo. Turbine-related. Turbocapitalism. Alternative form of turbocapitalism. Turboelectric. Alternative form of turboelectric. Turbo folk. A music genre combining Serbian folk music with more modern pop music elements. Turbogenerator. Alternative form of turbogenerator. Turbogenerators. Plural of turbogenerator. Turbo ramjet. A turbine-based combined cycle ramjet engine and aero engine that has a turbine jet engine core combined with a ramjet engine core. Turbo ramjets. Plural of turbo ramjet. Turboalternator. An alternator powered by a steam turbine. Turboalternators. Plural of turboalternator. Turbocapitalism. An accelerated form of capitalism that lacks measures to keep the system in equilibrium and prevent social unrest. Turbocapitalists. Relating to turbocapitalism. Turbocar. A motor car powered by a gas turbine. Turbocars. Plural of turbocar. Turbocharge. To increase the power of an internal combustion engine, either Otto or diesel cycle by compressing the inlet air with power extracted from the exhaust air through using a turbocharger. Turbocharge. Having a turbocharger. Turbocharger. Inlet air compressor for an internal combustion engine, either Otto or diesel cycle, powered from the exhaust air. Turbochargers. Plural of turbocharger. Turbocharges. Third-person singular simple present indicative of turbocharge. Turbocharging. Present participle and gerund of turbocharge. Turbocompressor. A turbocharger. Turbocompressors. Plural of turbocompressor. Turbocurarine. Misspelling of tubocurarine. Turbodiesel. A diesel engine fitted with a turbocharger. Turbodiesels. Plural of turbodiesel. Turbodrill. A drill used in oil wells, etc., in which the bit is rotated by a turbine motor within the well. Turbodrills. Plural of turbodrill. Turbo. Simple past and past participle of turbo. Turboelectric. That uses electric generators to convert the mechanical energy of a turbine into electric energy and electric motors to convert it back into mechanical energy to power the driveshafts. Turboencabulator. A fictional machine whose name is used to illustrate the perils of excessive jargon in technical writing. Turboencabulators. Plural of turboencabulator. Turboexpander. A centrifugal or axial flow turbine through which a high-pressure gas is expanded to produce work that is often used to drive a compressor. Turboexpanders, plural of turboexpander. Turbofan, a turbojet engine having a typically ducted fan that forces air directly into the hot exhaust and obtains a portion of the thrust from the turbojet and a portion from the turbojet section. Turbofan, having a turbofan. Turbofans, plural of turbofan. Turbofish, a syntactic element in Rust, with arguments between and that specifies the generic arguments of a function in an expression. Turbofishes, plural of turbofish. Turbofucked, extremely fucked in various senses. Turbogenerator, a turbine directly connected to an electric generator in order to generate power. Turbogenerators, plural of turbogenerator. Turboing, present participle and gerund of turbo. Turbojet, a jet engine that develops thrust solely from high-speed exhaust gases expelled from a turbine that drives a compressor. Turbojets, plural of turbojet. Turbolift, an elevator on a spacecraft. Turbolifts, plural of turbolift. Turboload, a software mechanism that loads data from cassette tape more rapidly than usual, saving time and making software piracy more difficult. Turboloader, synonym of turboload. Turboloaders, plural of turboloader. Turboloads, plural of turboload. Turbomachine, any machine that transfers energy between a rotor and a fluid, including both turbines and compressors. Turbomachinery, turbomachines collectively. Turbomachines, plural of turbomachine. Turbomolecular, that uses a high-speed turbine to drive molecules of a gas in a specific direction. Turbomycin, any of a group of antibiotics produced by soil microorganisms that were isolated using metagenomics. Turbomycins, plural of turbomycin. Turbinillid, any sea snail in the family Turbinillidae, now considered to be the pyramidalid subfamily Turbinillinae. Turbinillids, plural of turbinillid. Turbopause, the altitude in the Earth's atmosphere below which turbulent mixing dominates at about 60 miles or 100 km, which separates the heterosphere from the homosphere. Turbopauses, plural of turbopause. Turboptrol, being or relating to a turbocharged petrol engine. Turboprop, a type of gas turbine aircraft engine that drives and obtains essentially all thrust from an external, typically unducted propeller. Turbopropped, fitted with a turboprop engine. Turboprops, plural of turboprop. Turbopump, a device consisting of a pump and a turbine mounted on the same shaft. Turbopumps, plural of turbopump. Turboramjet, an aircraft engine that is a hybrid of a ramjet and turbofan. Turboramjets, plural of turboramjet. Turborocket, a jet engine where the turbine that turns the inlet compressor is powered by a rocket engine. Turborockets, plural of turborocket. Turbos, plural of turbo. Turbocell, a ship that uses rotating vertical cylinders instead of sails. Turbocells, plural of turbosail. Turboshaft, a gas turbine engine designed to transmit power by means of a geared shaft, used in helicopters and for land and marine vehicular and stationary applications. Turboshafts, plural of turboshaft. Turbosluts, a young, highly promiscuous woman. Turbosluts, plural of turboslut. Turbostratic, describing a crystal structure in which basal planes have slipped out of alignment. Turbostratically, in a turbostratic manner. Turbosupercharge, to adapt to use a turbosupercharger. Turbosupercharge, simple past and past participle of turbosupercharge. Turbosupercharger, a turbocharger, an exhaust-powered turbine used to power increased air intake to an internal combustion engine, an exhaust turbine powered in place of engine-powered supercharger. Turbosuperchargers, plural of turbosupercharger. Turbosuperchargers, third person singular simple present indicative of turbosupercharge. Turbosupercharging, present participle and gerund of turbosupercharge. Turbot, any of species Scophthalamus maximus sin, seta maxima, a flatfish native to Europe. Turbot-like, resembling or characteristic of a turbot. Turbotrain, a train powered by a gas turbine. Turbotrains, plural of turbotrain. Turbots, plural of turbot. Turbovirgin, an individual destined to be a virgin perpetually, an individual who frequently rejects or repels potential sexual partners. Turbovirgins, plural of turbovirgin. TERT, abbreviation of transurethral resection of bladder tumor. Turbulate, to turn a laminar flow into a turbulent flow. Turbulated, simple past and past participle of turbulate. Turbulates, third person singular simple present indicative of turbulate. Turbulating, present participle and gerund of turbulate. Turbulation, the process of turning a laminar flow into a turbulent flow. Turbulator, a device that turns a laminar flow into a turbulent flow. Turbulators, plural of turbulator. Turbulence, the state or fact of being turbulent or agitated, tempestuousness, disturbance. Turbulence energies, plural of turbulence energy. Turbulence energy, eddy kinetic energy. Turbulences, plural of turbulence. Turbulencies, plural of turbulency. Turbulency, archaic form of turbulence. Turbulent, violently disturbed or agitated, tempestuous, tumultuous. Turbulent flow, a form of irregular viscous flow in which the velocity and pressure of the fluid fluctuates at random in both time and space. Turbulent flows, plural of turbulent flow. Turbulently, in a turbulent manner. Turbulization, alternative form of turbulization. Turbulization, the transition of a flow from laminar to turbulent. Turbulizations, plural of turbulization. Turbulus, turbulent. Turburia, a village in Corbeny, Argeș County, Romania. Turbofil, a surname. Turbofils, plural of turbofil. Turva, a mouse turca teraptachos megapodius. Turcus, plural of Turca. Turzani, a town in Gorj County, Romania. Turchmir, alternative form of Terechmir. Turchata, a surname from Italian. Turchai, a surname from Italian. Turchin, a surname. Turchins, plural of Turchin. Turchais, plural of Turchai. Tursai, a surname from Italian. Tarse, alternative form of Turkic. Tersification, alternative form of Turkification. Tersinsti, a village and commune of Gorj County, Romania. Tarzes, plural of Tursai. Tursism, Turkism. Tursisms, plural of Tursism. Tursization, the process of making something Turkish. Tarzize, to make Turkish. Tarize, simple past and past participle of tersize. Tarzizes, third person singular simple present indicative of tersize. Tersizing, present participle and gerund of tersize. Tar, a surname from German. Tuex column, the anterior corticospinal tract. Arcs, plural of Turk. Turco, alternative form of Turco. Turco, Turkey, Turco-Albanian, offensive term for Muslim Albanian. Turco-Albanians, plural of Turco-Albanian. Turco-Mongol, of or relating to both Turkics and Mongols. Turcocentric, alternative form of Turcocentric. Turco-Cretan, a Muslim inhabitant of Crete until 1923 or one of their descendants. Turco-Cretans, plural of Turco-Cretan. Turcological, alternative form of Turcological. Turcologist, alternative form of Turcologist. Turcologist, plural of Turcologists. Turcology, alternative form of Turcology. Turkoman, a member of a mainly nomadic Turkic people inhabiting a region east of the Caspian Sea, a Turkmen. Turkomania, alternative form of Turkomania. Turkomanic, relating to the Turkoman people. Turkomans, plural of Turkoman. Turkoman, plural of Turkoman. Turcophile, archaic form of Turcophile. Turcophile, favoring or sympathetic to Turkey. Turcophilia, a love of the Turks and Turkish things. Turcophilic, fond of the Turks. Turcophilism, fondness or political support for Turkey. Turcophils, plural of Turcophile. Turcophobe, one who dislikes the Turks. Turcophobes, plural of Turcophobe. Turcophobia, a dislike of the Turks and Turkish things. Turcophobic, disliking the Turks and Turkish things. Turcophobus, synonym of Turcophobe. Turcophobists, plural of Turcophobus. Turcopole, a mounted archer locally recruited by the Christian states during the Crusades. Turcopoles, plural of Turcopole. Turcavalier, a knight who is in charge of a group of Turcopoles. Turcopoliers, plural of Turcopolier. Turcos, plural of Turco. Turcot, a surname. Turcot, a surname. Turcots, plural of Turcot. Tur, a piece of solid animal or human feces. Turd burglar, a homosexual male. Turd burglars, plural of turd burglar. Turd cutter, the buttocks. Turd cutters, Plural of turd cutter. Turd in the punch bowl. Something that ruins or spoils everything else, a nuisance or problem, an unpleasant or disagreeable detail. Third Reich, the Third Reich, used to represent a stereotypical German pronunciation of the phrase or to liken Nazis to excrement. Third World, the Third World. Third World, alternative letter case form of Third World. Tardator, a scatophile. Tardators, plural of tardator. Tarda, a city in Cluj County, Romania. Tardus, a village in Haparda, Alba County, Romania. Turdball, a contemptible person. Turdballs, plural of turdball. Turbucket, a rude, obnoxious, or contemptible person. Turbuckets, plural of turdbucket. Tardator, alternative form of turdator. Tardators, plural of turdator. Sardo, a nickname for Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Turne, simple past and past participle of turd. Turdetan, of or relating to the Turdetani. Turdetani, a tribe of Hispania Baetica who lived near the Turgely. Turdetania, synonym of Beecheria. Turdetanian, of or pertaining to the Turdetani. Turdetans, plural of turdetan. Turdat, term of abuse. Turdats, plural of turdat. Turd, any of the family Turdidae of passerine birds, a thrush. Turnants, plural of turdid. Turdiform, of, relating to or resembling a thrush or any other bird of the family Turdidae. Turdy, of or relating to the thrushes or the Turdidae. Turdid, present participle of turd. Tardes, a place to defecate, shaped like a police box, an outhouse, a portable toilet. Turdizes, plural of turdies. Turdid, turdy, figurative bad, inferior. Turler, a black infant or child. Turlers, plural of turler. Turdless, without a turd or turds. Turlet, a small piece of excrement. Turdlets, plural of turdlet. Turdlooker, a mean, rude, stupid, or annoying person. Turdlookers, plural of turdlooker. Turdma, an idiot, a despicable person. Turdmouths, plural of turdmouth. Turdmuffin, an obnoxious or contemptible person. Turdmuffins, plural of turdmuffin. Turdnugget, a piece of feces. Turdnuggets, plural of turdnugget. Turdnut, a term of abuse. Turdnuts, plural of turdnut. Turdoi, of, relating to or resembling the thrushes or the turdidae. Turdpile, a mound of feces. Turdpiles, plural of turdpile. Turds, plural of turd. Turds in the punch bowl, plural of turd in the punch bowl. Turducken, a dish, usually roasted, consisting of a deboned turkey stuffed with a deboned duck that has been stuffed with a small deboned chicken, and also containing stuffing. Turduckens, plural of turducken. Turdulian, of or pertaining to the turguli. Turi, resembling a piece of excrement. Turia, a broad, serving dish used for serving soup or stew. Turanful, as much as a tureen will hold. Turanfuls, plural of tureenful. Turans, plural of tureen. Turansful, plural of tureenful. Turel, a surname. Turani, a village and commune of Cluj County, Romania. Turen, a surname. Turens, plural of Turen. Turf, a layer of earth covered with grass, sod. Turf accountant, a bookmaker gambling. Turf accountants, plural of turf accountant. Turf advisor, a racehorse tipster. Turf advisors, plural of turf advisor. Turf ant, a small European ant of species Lasius flavus. Turf ants, plural of turf ant. Turf bank, an area in a peat bog from which turf is cut as fuel. Turf banks, plural of turf bank. Turf out, to remove or eject from a place. Turf ski, a kind of short ski on wheels like a roller skate that can be used on grass. Turf skis, plural of turf ski. Turf spade, a long, narrow spade for cutting and digging turf. Various forms exist. Some have a side wing at right angles for easily cutting rectangular blocks. Turf spades, plural of turf spade. Turf toe, a metatarsophallangal joint sprain, an injury to the joint and connective tissue between the foot and one of the toes, frequently a sporting injury. Turf toes, plural of turf toe. Turf war, a dispute over territory between rival gangs. Turf wars, plural of turf war. Turf roof, a roof of a building covered over with turf. Turf roofs, of a building having a turf roof. Turf roofs, plural of turf roof. Turfan, alternative form of turpan. Turvanian, synonym of Tacherianae. Turf bitter, a device used to trim the edges of a lawn in a clean manner down through to the dirt. Turf bitters, plural of turf bitter. Turfdom, the sport of horse racing. Turfdoms, plural of turfdom. Turfed, constructed from turf. Turfed out, simple past and past participle of turf out. Turfum, made of turf, covered with turf. Turfer, a person who lays turf. Turfers, plural of turfer. Turf grass, any grass used to make turf. Turf grasses, plural of turf grass. Effe, comparative form of turfy, more turfy. Heaviest, superlative form of turfy, most turfy. Turfiness, the quality or state of being turfy. Turfe, present participle and gerund of turf. Turfing out, present participle and gerund of turf out. Turfism, territoriality. Turfy, a horse racing enthusiast. Turfites, plural of turfite. Turfless, without turf. Turfly, resembling turf or some aspect of it. Turfly, a stratum of soil between two other layers. Turfman, a person who goes horse racing or who owns racehorses. Turfman, plural of turfman. Turfs, plural of turf. Turfs out, third person singular simple present indicative of turf out. Turf war, alternative form of turf war. Turf wars, plural of turf war. Turfwise, in terms of turf. Turvy, of pertaining to or constructed of turf. Tur, a dramaturg. Turgencies, plural of turgency. Turgency. The state or quality of being turgent. Turgenevian, of or relating to Ivan Sergeyevich Turgenev of 1818-1883, Russian writer. Turta, swelling or tumorous. Turgently, in a turgent manner. Turdas, to become turgid, to swell up or bloat. Turdes, simple past and past participle of turgis. Turgescence, the act of swelling or state of being swollen or turgescent. Turgescences, plural of turgescence. Turgescencies, plural of turgescency. Turgescency, alternative form of turgescence. Turgescent, becoming turgid or swollen. Turgesces, third person singular simple present indicative of turgis. Turgesible, able to turgis, able to swell or become turgid. Turgescing, present participle and gerund of turgis. Turdia, distended beyond the natural state by some internal agent, especially fluid or expansive force. Turgidities, plural of turgidity. Turgidity, the state or quality of being turgid. Turgidly, in a turgid manner. Turgidness, the condition of being turgid, turgidity. Turdite, a ferric hydrate 2Fe2O3H2O closely related to hematite and limonite. Turgites, plural of turgite. Turgitic, of or relating to the mineral turgite. Turgo turbine, an impulse water turbine designed for medium head applications. Turgo turbines, plural of turgo turbine. Turgometer, a device to measure the turgescence of skin. Turgometers, plural of turgometer. Turgidity. Turgors, plural of turgor. Turs, plural of tur. Terry, a surname. Tibet. The Turia, a river in eastern Spain, flowing from the Montes Universales in southwestern Aragon, where it is also known as the Guadalquivir, into the Balearic Sea, having its mouth in Valencia. Pterosaur, any dinosaur of the clade Pterosauria. Pterosaurian, any sauropod dinosaur of the clade Pterosauria. Pterosaurians, plural of Pterosaurian. Pterosaurs, plural of Pterosaur. Terrible, alternative form of terrible. Ture, the capital city of Piedmont, Italy. Ture, a town in Acuachapán Department, El Salvador. Turinese, of, from, or relating to the city of Turin, Piedmont, Italy. Turing, a surname of Germanic origin. Turing complete, equivalent in power to a universal Turing machine, equivalently functionally complete. Turing computable function, any function whose value may be computed using a Turing machine. Turing computable functions, plural of Turing computable function. Turing degree, a measure of the level of algorithmic unsolvability of the decision problem of whether a given set of natural numbers contains any given number. Turing degrees, plural of Turing degree. Turing equivalent, capable of computing precisely the same set of functions as a Turing machine can compute. Turing function, synonym of Turing computable function. Turing functions, plural of Turing function. Turing instability, the property of a nonlinear reaction diffusion system in which a steady state that is stable in the corresponding non-spatial system is able to, under certain parameter constraints, become unstable in the spatial system containing a particular wavelength. Turing jump, in computability theory, an operation that assigns to each decision problem X a successively harder decision problem X with the property that X is not decidable by an oracle machine with an oracle for X. Turing jumps. Plural of Turing jump. Turing machine, an abstract computing machine that has a finite number of possible internal states and operates on an infinite memory tape by first reading a symbol from a cell in the tape, and then, deterministically, based on that symbol and the machine state, writing a symbol in that cell, moving to a neighboring cell, and slash or changing state. Turing machines, plural of Turing machine. Turing pattern, a pattern found in nature that arises naturally and autonomously from a homogeneous, uniform state through instability. Turing patterns, plural of Turing pattern. Turing reduction, a reduction that solves a problem if the solution to another problem is already known, i.e. an algorithm that could be used to solve A if it had available to it a subroutine for solving B. Turing reductions, plural of Turing reduction. Turing switch, a logical construction modeling the operation of the network switch just as in theoretical computer science a Turing machine models the operation of a computer. Turing switches, plural of Turing switch. Turing tape, the infinitely long memory tape on which a Turing machine would operate, consisting of individual cells that can be read or written. Turing tapes, plural of Turing tape. Turing tarpet, alternative form of Turing tarpet. Turing tarpet, the situation in which a programming language is only minimally Turing complete, so that everything is possible, but nothing is easy. Turing tarpets, plural of Turing tarpet. Turing tarpets, plural of Turing tarpet. Turing test, a test of a computer's ability to demonstrate intelligence, as measured by whether a human judge can reliably distinguish the computer from another human being by conversing with both entities in written natural language over a terminal. Turing tests, plural of Turing tests. Turing complete, alternative spelling of Turing complete. Ternary, a manual cryptanalysis technique used in breaking the Lorentz cipher during World War II, based on deducing the wheel settings of the machine that did the encryption. Turingismus, synonym of Turingery. Turins, plural of Turin. Terio, a shoot or sprout from the ground. Tere, a bud produced by some aquatic plants that becomes detached and dormant until the following spring. Terens, plural of terrio. Terreniferous, producing shoots. Terens, plural of terrian. Terrios, plural of terrio. Teres, plural of teri. Terista, synonym of traveler's diarrhea. Terii, a village in Khankaysky District, Primorsky Krai, Russia, on the northwestern shore of Lake Khanka, near the border with Tan, Jixi, Heilongjiang, China. Tardays, a type of melalitolite containing more than 10% nepheline. Tar, a speaker of the various Turkic languages. Tar, obsolete spelling of Turk. Tar, alternative spelling of Turk. Tuoxal, a cytotoxic lymphocyte that becomes large as a result of antigen stimulation. Tuoxals, plural of tuoxal. Turk's cap, a melon cactus, melicactus. Turk's cap lilies, plural of Turk's cap, lily. Turk's cap lily, any of the species lily mardagan. Turk's caps, plural of Turk's cap. Turk's head, a knot or any of various similar kinds of knot resulting in a ball of rope. Turk's turban, synonym of turban squash. Turk, abbreviation of Turkey. Terka, a city in Samburayan Lviv Oblast, Ukraine. Turkana, a Nilo-Saharan language of Kenya. Turkana boy, the nearly complete fossilized skeleton of a Homo ergaster youth estimated 7-11 years old at death who lived 1.5 to 1.6 million years ago. Turkdom, the realm or sphere of Turks. Tar, obsolete form of Turk. Turkle, a surname. Turkles, plural of Turkle. Turkoman, alternative form of Turkoman. Turkomans, plural of Turkoman. Turkoman, plural of Turkoman. Turkin, synonym of naked neck chicken of a breed without feathers on its neck. Turkins, plural of Turkin. Turker, a person who does small tasks as part of the Amazon Mechanical Turk service. Turvers, plural of Turker. Turkery, Muslims as a whole, the Muslim world. Turks, plural of Turk. Turkeys, Turkish. Turkas, a female Turk. Turkesses, plural of Turk. Turkestan, the regions of Central Asia lying between Siberia to the north, Tibet, Xizang, and Xinjiang, China, modern-day Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran to the south, the Gobi Desert to the east, and the Caspian Sea to the west. Turkestani, of, from, or relating to Turkestan. Turkestanis, plural of Turkestani. Turkestanite, a tetragonal ditrigonal dipyramidal mineral containing calcium, hydrogen, oxygen, potassium, silicon, sodium, and thorium. Turkesterone, an ecdysteroid originally isolated from Aegiga turkestanica. Turkey, a country located in eastern Thrace in southeastern Europe and Anatolia in Western Asia. Official name, Republic of Turkey. Capital, Ankara. Turkey bacon, imitation bacon prepared from smoked, chopped, and reformed turkey. Turkey bacons, plural of turkey bacon. Turkey berries, plural of turkey berry. Turkey berry, a wild eggplant Solanum torvum, a bushy, erect, and spiny perennial plant used horticulturally as a rootstock for eggplant. Turkey blue, a deep blue obtained by careful application of indigo dye to silk. Turkey blues, plural of turkey blue. Turkey bush, any of certain Australian bushes of the genus Calatrix. Turkey bushes, plural of turkey bush. Turkey buzzer, turkey vulture. Turkey buzzards, plural of turkey buzzard. Turkey carpet, a soft, thick kind of carpet. Turkey carpets, plural of turkey carpet. Turkey cock, alternative, form of turkey-cock. Turkey cocks, plural of turkey cock. Turkey como, a period of sleepiness induced by eating Thanksgiving turkey. Turkey comas, plural of turkey coma. Turkey corn, mez. Turkey Creek, a number of streams throughout the United States. Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, an American holiday celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. Turkey drop, an event in which a turkey is dropped from a high altitude. Turkey dropped, simple past and past participle of turkey drop. Turkey dropping, used other than figuratively or idiomatically, see turkey dropping. Turkey droppings, plural of turkey dropping. Turkey drops, plural of turkey drop. Turkey frill, a paper frill or booty placed on the end of turkey or other poultry drumsticks. Turkey frills, plural of turkey frill. Turkey gobbler, a turkey. Turkey gobblers, plural of turkey gobbler. Turkey ham, a processed food made primarily from cooked or cured turkey meat and water. Formed into the shape of a ham and often sold precised. Turkey hams, plural of turkey ham. Turkey hen, alternative form of turkey hen. Turkey hens, plural of turkey hen. Turkey hone, synonym of turkey stone novaculite. Turkey hones, plural of turkey hone. Turkey merchant, a member of the Levant Company or Turkey Company, an English chartered company formed in 1581 to conduct English trade with Turkey and the Levant or its successors, dissolved in 1825. Turkey merchants, plural of turkey merchant. Turkey malign, a plant of species Croton setiger, native to the western U.S. and northwestern Mexico. Turkey oak, Quercus cerris, native to Asia Minor and southeastern Europe. Turkey oaks, plural of turkey oak. Turkey pout, a young turkey. Turkey pouts, plural of turkey pout. Turkey red, a durable red dye originally obtained from madder and later prepared chemically. Turkey reds, plural of turkey red. Turkey shoot, a hunt or hunting competition using rifles or shotguns in which wild turkeys are the prey, a marksmanship contest in which a turkey is the prize. Turkey shoots, plural of turkey shoot. Turkey slap, the act of hitting someone in the face with one's flaccid penis. Turkey slaps, plural of turkey slap. Turkey stone, a turquoise. Turkey stones, plural of turkey stone. Turkey tail, a fatty cut of turkey meat from the Paiga style, popular in the South Pacific. Turkey tails, plural of turkey tail. Turkey teeth, unnaturally white, straightened teeth, especially from an overseas dentist. Turkey tick, synonym of Lone Star tick Amblyomma americanum. Turkey ticks, plural of turkey tick. Turkey toilet sponge, synonym of bath sponge Spongia officinalis. Turkey tones, the intercept sound and frequencies a PBX system generates due to dialing error or denial of the service as requested. Turkey trot, a dance popular in the first 2 decades of the 20th century, consisting of exaggerated burr-like movements performed to fast-paced ragtime music. Turkey trots, plural of turkey trot. Turkey trotted, simple past and past participle of turkey trot. Turkey trotting, present participle and gerund of turkey trot. Turkey vulture, a common New World vulture, Cathhart's aura. Turkey vultures, plural of turkey vulture. Turkey wheat, maize, Indian corn. Turkey X disease, a disease of turkeys caused by aflatoxins in their feed. Turkey's beard, Xerophyllum asphodaloides, a plant producing spikes of white flowers. Turkey chick, a young turkey. Turkey chicks, plural of turkey chick. Turkey cock, alternative form of turkeycock. Turkey cocks, plural of turkey cock. Turkey hen, a female turkey. Turkey hens, plural of turkey hen. Turkey in the manner of a turkey. Turkey shoot, alternative form of turkey shoot. Turkey shoots, plural of turkey shoot. Turkey trot, alternative form of turkey trot. Turkey trots, plural of turkey trot. Turkeyberries, plural of turkeyberry. Turkeyberry, alternative form of turkey berry. Turkey burger, a burger made with turkey instead of beef. Turkey burgers, plural of turkey burger. Turkey bush, alternative form of turkey bush. Turkey cock, a male turkey. Turkey cocks, plural of turkey cock. Turkeydom, the realm or sphere of the Turks. Turkeyfish, another name for a lionfish. Turkeyfishes, plural of turkeyfish. Turkeyfurter, a food resembling a frankfurter but made with turkey. Turkeyfurters, plural of turkeyfurter. Turkey hen, alternative form of turkey hen. Turkens, plural of turken. Turkeyitis, the uncomfortable feeling resulting from eating too much turkey, for example at Thanksgiving or Christmas. Turkeyless, without turkeys or their meat. Turkey, alternative form of turkey-like. Churtling, a young or little turkey, a poult. Turkelings, plural of turkeling. Turkoman, a man who farms turkeys. Turkoman, plural of turkoman. Turkeypox, a form of fowl pox affecting turkeys. Turkeys, plural of turkey. Turkey, of or relating to Turkic languages, especially those of Central Asia or the people speaking them. Turkey, synonym of Turkey, a country located in eastern Thrace in southeastern Europe and Anatolia in Western Asia. Turkey, of or relating to the Turkic peoples or the Turkic languages. Turkic. Rare spelling of Turkic. Turkicization. Alternative spelling of Turkicization. Turkicize. Alternative spelling of Turkicize. Turkices. A linguist who specializes in studying Turkic languages. Turkices. Plural of Turkices. Turkicization. Synonym of Turkification. Turkicize. Synonym of Turkify. Turkicize. Simple past and past participle of turkicize. Turkicizes. Third person singular simple present indicative of turkicize. Turkicizing. Present participle and gerund of turkicize. Turkicness. The quality, state, or characteristic of being Turkic. Turkey. Obsolete form of turkey the bird. Turkey. Plural of Turkey. Turkification. Making something more Turkic, assimilation of a place, people etc. into a Turkic states or culture, introduction of Turks to an institution etc. Turkify. Simple past and past participle of turkify. Turkifies. Third person singular simple present indicative of turkify. Turkify. To assimilate into a Turkic state or culture. Turkifying. Present participle and gerund of turkify. Turting. The act or process of performing small tasks using the Amazon Mechanical Turk service. Turkeys. Obsolete form of turquoise. Turquoises. Plural of turkeys. Turkish. The official language of Turkey, Republic of Cyprus alongside Greek and Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Turkish. Rare spelling of Turkish. Turkish Angora. A domestic cat of an ancient breed with a long, silky coat. Turkish Angoras. Plural of Turkish Angora. Turkish bath. An Islamic steam bath followed by a massage and, if running water is available, a dip in cool water. Turkish baths. Plural of Turkish bath. Turkish bread. A broad, round and flat bread made from wheat, sometimes considered a type of pita, pie. Turkish breads. Plural of Turkish bread. Turkish carpet. Synonym of Turkey carpet. Turkish carpets. Plural of Turkish carpet. Turkish checkers. Synonym of Turkish drafts. Turkish coffee. Coffee prepared by boiling finely powdered roast coffee beans in a pot, possibly with sugar, and serving it into a cup, where the dregs settle. Turkish coffees. Plural of Turkish coffee. Turkish corsair. A Barbary pirate. Turkish corsairs. Plural of Turkish corsair. Turkish crescent. A percussion instrument traditionally used by military bands, consisting of an upright pole topped with a conical brass ornament and crescent-shaped cross pieces with bells attached. Turkish crescents. Plural of Turkish crescent. Turkish delight. A soft, sticky confection made from starch and sugar with various flavorings. Turkish delights. Plural of Turkish delight. Turkish drafts. A variant of the game of drafts/checkers played in Turkey and other locations around the Mediterranean Sea and Middle East. Turkish knot. Synonym of Georg's knot. Turkish knots. Plural of Turkish knot. Turkish pizza. A meal or snack made from an oval piece of Turkish bread baked with various toppings such as minced meat and herbs. Turkish pizzas, plural of Turkish pizza. Turkish Republic, a phrase which refers to republics of Turks or Turkic peoples. Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, official name of Northern Cyprus, a de facto unrecognized country comprising the northeastern part of the island of Cyprus, internationally recognized as part of the country of Cyprus. Turkish Riviera, a geographic region of Turkey running from the southern Aegean Sea coast to the western Mediterranean, along the southwest coastline of Anatolia. Turkish rugging. Coryzanth staticoides. Turkish sage, a flowering plant of species Phlomis rusuli in a family Lamiaceae native to Turkey and Syria. Turkish sages, plural of Turkish sage. Turkish Star Wars, Dünya Kurtaran Adam, a Turkish science fiction film from 1982. Turkish tea, alternative form of Turkey teeth. Turkish tobacco, synonym of Oriental tobacco. Turkish toilet, synonym of squat toilet. Turkish toilets, plural of Turkish toilet. Turkish towel, a thick towel with a nap of uncut pile. Turkish towels, plural of Turkish towel. Turkish Ran, a domestic cat of a rare semi-long-haired breed developed in the United Kingdom from cats obtained from various cities of modern Turkey. They have a colored head and tail and a white body. Turkish Bankadisi, a Turkish Ran cat. Turkish vans, plural of Turkish van. Turkishly, in a Turkish manner. Turkishness, the quality or state of being Turkish. Turkism, Turkish culture, religion, and tradition. Turkisms, plural of Turkism. Turkestan, a city, the regional capital of the Turkestan region, Kazakhstan. Turkestani, alternative form of Turkestani. Turkestanis, plural of Turkestani. Turkey, alternative spelling of Turkey, Turkey, a country in Europe and Asia. Turkey, a country located in eastern Thrace in southeastern Europe and Anatolia in western Asia. Turkization, alternative form of Turcization. Turkize, alternative form of Turcize. Turkhez, simple past and past participle of turquoise. Turquoises, third person singular simple present indicative of turquoise. Turquoising, present participle and gerund of turquoise. Turkland, the land inhabited or ruled by Turks or Turkic peoples. Turklands, plural of Turkland. Turco, pronunciation spelling of turtle. Turkles, plural of Turkle. Turkles, without any Turks. Turkli, resembling or characteristic of a Turk. Turkling, a young turkey, either wild or domestic. Turklings, plural of Turkling. Turgum, abbreviation of Turkmenistan. Turkmen, synonym of Turkmen. Turkmai, rare spelling of Turkmen. Turkmen, rare spelling of Turkmen. Turkmens, plural of Turkmen. Turkmens, plural of Tuukmen. Turkmen, a Turkic language of the Turkmen spoken mostly in Turkmenistan. Tuukmen, plural of Tuukmen. Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic, the official name of the state of Turkmenistan when it was member republic of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Turkmen SSR. Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic, the name for the Republic of Turkmenistan while under the rule of the Soviet Union 1925-1991. Turkmenabat, alternative form of Turkmenabat. Turkmenabat, a city in Turkmenistan. Turkmenia, Turkmenistan. Turkmenian, the Turkmen language. Turkmenians, plural of Turkmenian. Turkmenistan, a country in Central Asia. Capital, Ashgabat. Turkmenistan, alternative form of Turkmenistan, a country in Central Asia. Turkmenistani, a person from Turkmenistan or of Turkmenistani descent. Turkmenistanis, plural of Turkmenistani. Turkmenization, the act or process of Turkmenizing. Turkmenize, to make Turkmen. Turbanness, quality of being Turkmen. Turkmeno, Turkmenistan, Turkmen. Turbans, plural of Turkmen. Turkmens, plural of Turkmen. Turkish, the quality or essence of Turkishness. Turco, a native Algerian infantryman in the French army during the Crimean War. Turco, Targi, Turcocentric, centered or focusing on Turkey. Turquoise, archaic form of turquoise. Turquoises, plural of turquoise. Turcological, of or relating to the study of Turkey or the Turkish language. Turcologist, a scholar specializing in the languages, history, or cultures of Turkic peoples, including, for example, Turkish, Kazakh, Uzbek, Azerbaijani, Kyrgyz, Uyghur, Tuvan, Altai, Shor, and Karakalpak. Turcologists, plural of Turcologists. Turcology, the study of the languages, history, or culture of Turkic peoples. Turkoman, alternative form of Turkoman. Turkomania, a region of central and eastern Anatolia inhabited by Turkomans. Turkomanic, relating to the Turkoman people. Turkomans, plural of Turkoman. Turkoman, plural of Turkoman. Turcophile, archaic form of Turcophile. Turcophile, alternative form of Turcophile. Turcophiles, plural of Turcophile. Turcophilia, alternative form of Turcophilia. Turcophilic, alternative form of Turcophilic. Turcophilism, alternative form of Turcophilism. Turcophils, plural of Turcophil. Turcophobe, alternative form of Turcophobe. Turcophobes, plural of Turcophobe. Turcophobia, alternative form of Turcophobia. Turcophobic, alternative form of Turcophobic. Turcophobus, alternative form of Turcophobus. Turcophobus, plural of Turcophobus. Turcophone, of or relating to the Turkic languages or the speakers of these languages. Turcophones, plural of Turcophone. Turcos, plural of Turco. Turkroch, an individual from Turkey or of Turkish descent. Turkroches, plural of Turkroch. Turks, plural of Turk. Turks, plural of Turk. Turks, plural of Turk. Turks and Caicos is abbreviation of Turks and Caicos Islands. Turks and Caicos. Ellipsis of Turks and Caicos Islands. Turks and Caicos Islander. Someone from the Turks and Caicos Islands. Turks and Caicos Islanders. Plural of Turks and Caicos Islander. Turks and Caicos Islands. An archipelago and overseas territory of the United Kingdom in the Caribbean. Turks got Long Pond, a pond in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. Turksploitation, Turkish low-budget exploitation films that are remakes of or use unauthorized footage from popular films from other regions. Turku, a municipality, the capital city of the region of southwest Finland. Turkoi, of, from, or pertaining to Turku. Turquoise, in the manner of a Turk or Turks. Turkwoman, a female Turkman. Turkwoman, plural of Turkwoman. Turkey, obsolete form of Turkey, a country in the Middle East. Toilet, pronunciation spelling of toilet. Toilets, plural of toilet. Tarley, a surname from Irish. Tarleys, plural of Turley. Turlington, a surname. Turlingtons, plural of Turlington. Turlock, a surname. Turlocks, plural of Turlock. Turlough, a temporary lake in an area of limestone, filled by rising groundwater during the rainy winter season. Turloughs, plural of Turlough. Turlupin, a member of a religious sect in medieval France. Turlupins, plural of Turlupin. Tur, a group of people, especially a military unit of cavalry women. Tourmaline, alternative form of tourmaline. Tourmalines, plural of tourmaline. Turra, a surname. Turmans, plural of turman. Turbat, alternative form of termit. Termats, plural of termat. Alternative form of term. Turmeric, an Indian plant Curcuma longa with aromatic rhizomes, part of the ginger family Zingiberaceae. Turmeric paper, paper impregnated with turmeric and used as a test for alkaline substances, by which it is changed from yellow to brown. Turmeric papers, plural of turmeric paper. Turmeric, obsolete form of turmeric. Turmerics, plural of turmeric. Turmerol, a monocyclic sesquiterpene alcohol extracted from turmeric. Turmerone, any of a group of aromatic ketones found in turmeric that exhibit antiproliferative and antitumor activity. Turmerones, plural of turmerone. Terms, plural of term. Turret, turret. Turrite, a two-dimensional variant of a Turing machine in which the head has an orientation in addition to a position and state. Termites, plural of termite. Termites, plural of termit. Turmoil, a state of great disorder or uncertainty. Turmoil, simple past and past participle of turmoil. Turmoiler, one who harasses or causes turmoil. Turmoilers, plural of turmoiler. Turmoiling, present participle and Gerund of turmoil. Turmoils, plural of turmoil. Terms, plural of term. Termat, alternative form of termit. Termats, plural of termat. Ter, to make a nonlinear physical movement. Turn a blind eye, to deliberately or knowingly ignore, overlook, or refuse to acknowledge something, especially when improper or unpleasant, to look the other way. Turn a corner, alternative form of turn the corner. Turn a deaf ear, to refuse to listen to. Turn a hair, to show fear, alarm, or distress, to be affected by an experience or situation. Turn a new leaf, alternative form of turn over a new leaf. Turn a number of shades of red, to blush, especially with embarrassment or shame. Turn a page, alternative form of turn the page, move on, make a fresh start. Turn a phrase, to create a particular linguistic expression which is strikingly clear, appropriate, and memorable. Turn a profit, to obtain profit from an investment. Turn a setback into a comeback, to use a difficult situation as an opportunity to learn and come back stronger than before. Turn a trick, to perform a sexual service for a customer. Turn about, to revow. Turnabout is fair play. Alternative form of turnabout is fair play. Turnabouts, plural of turnabout. Turn again, to return. Turn against, to rebel or oppose to something formerly supported. Turn an honest penny, to earn money by honest methods. Turn and turn about, by equal alternating periods of service or duty, by turns. Turn around, alternative spelling of turnaround. Turn around one's finger, alternative form of wrap around one's little finger. Turnarounds, plural of turn around. Turn aside, to avert one's gaze. Turn away, to rotate so as not to face someone or something. Turn back, to reverse direction and retrace one's steps. Turn back the clock, to return to a previous state. Turn bench, a simple portable lathe used on a bench by clockmakers and watchmakers. Turn benches, plural of turn bench. Turn button, a simple fastener for a door or window consisting of a short bar that rotates about a pivot attached to the frame. Turn buttons, plural of turn button. Turn cap, alternative form of turn cap. Turn caps, plural of turn cap. Turn coat, alternative form of turn one's coat. Turn coats, plural of turn coat. Turn construction unit, the fundamental segment of speech in conversation analysis. Turn construction units, plural of turn construction unit. Turn down, to refuse, decline, or deny. Turn flukes, of a whale, to go under, dive. Turn for, to expel. Turn heads, to garner a considerable amount of attention. Turn in, to submit something, to give. Turn in on oneself, to become inwardly focused, withdrawn, and preoccupied. Turn in one's grave, to be appalled, offended, or disgusted by something despite being deceased. Turn in succession, to change course one at a time in sequence, with all ships following the track of the leading ship as if on rails and turning at the same location, so as to preserve the layout of the battle line throughout the turn. Turn indicator. Synonym of indicator, a turn signal. Turn indicators. Plural of turn indicator. Turn inside out. To make a player, especially a defender, turn the wrong way and hence get past him. Turn into. To transform into, become. Turn into a pumpkin. To go to bed, to go to sleep, especially at or around midnight. Turn king's evidence. Alternative form of turn queen's evidence used when the monarch is male. Turn loose. To release or let go. To permit someone or something to roam freely or to act freely. Turn of events. A deviation from the expected course of events. Turn of foot. The ability to accelerate quickly. Turn of mind. A way of thinking. Turn of pace. A quick increase in speed. Turn of phrase. An expression which is worded in a distinctive way, especially one which is particularly memorable or artful. Turn of speed. Of a boat or ship, the ability to move fast when needed. Turn of the century. The beginning or end of a certain century. Turn of the screw. One step in a gradual imposition of restrictions. Turn of the year. Approximately at the end of 1 year and the beginning of the next. Turn of words. Synonym of turn of phrase. Turn off. To dismiss, to fire. Turn off. To set a flow of fluid or gas running by rotating a tap or valve. Turn on its head. To turn upside down, to invert. Turn on one's heel. To suddenly turn away from someone or something in order to depart rapidly, especially as expressive of haughtiness, disapproval, or evasiveness. Turn on red. A turn by a vehicle at a red light into the direction of traffic nearer to the vehicle. Turn on the waterworks. To start crying, especially in a way that the speaker finds irritating. Turn on, tune in, drop out. Alternative form of tune in, turn on, drop out. Turn one's back. To cease paying attention. Turn one's coat. To turn against a previous affiliation or allegiance. Turn one's color. To change color, especially to become pale or red in the face. Turn one's hand to adapt or apply oneself to engage in, to undertake. Turn one's life around. To make drastic changes to one's way of life as a form of self-improvement. Turn one's life upside down. To completely disrupt one's life. Turn one's nose up. Alternative form of turn up one's nose. Turn one's world upside down. Alternative form of turn one's life upside down. Churn or burn. To accept the teachings of Christianity or be doomed to hell. Turn out. To end up, to result. Turn over. Used other than figuratively or idiomatically. See turn over. Turn over a new leaf. To engage in self-improvement. To begin a good habit or shed a bad habit. Turn over in one's grave. Alternative form of turn in one's grave. Turn pear-shaped. Synonym of go pear-shaped, to go awry, to go wrong. Turn queen's evidence. Of a person accused of a crime, to give evidence against one's accomplices in the hope of receiving a lighter punishment. Used when the monarch is female. Turn round. To revolve or rotate around a center. Turn rusty. To become obstinate or stubborn in opposition. Turn signal. Each of the flashing lights on each side of a vehicle which is used to indicate the vehicle is moving left or right.
Level. Come on.
Turn signal. Plural of turn signal.
What's
Turn
next?
Jones crank.
Best beginner classic. Oh right, I forgot they're totally gonna do platformers as well. I completely forgot about platformers. Okay. No, I'm not voting for this. No. Sorry, I don't like Abducted. It's cool, but no. Okay, what? Wait, what level is this?
Synonym of
I haven't seen this level yet. This looks cool.
square corners. To navigate through difficult regulatory
Steep.
procedural requirements. To jump
What's this? I'm so out of touch on the normal levels. Oh, dude, BPI got
to a halt by me.
a nomination for both auto and classic. That's crazy.
Plural of
I might vote for that one actually. Ooh, what is this?
to turn away from
Cozy Court.
something.
This gives mythic energy. I feel like this is a level that would get mythic.
Turn the apple.
Oh my god, this level, dude. Yeah, okay. Wow, I wonder what level this was inspired by. It's almost like it looks exactly like Rage Quit.
Topic under discussion.
Okay, these are all like mythic coded levels.
Turn the clock
Hmm.
back. Alternative form.
I think I'd vote for the one at the top right. I'd vote for Boundless or Steep, one of those two. That's what I'd vote for.
Turn back the clock. Turn the corner. To pass the most critical.
You know, I should probably make sure that this is being shown. Yeah, it is cool.
Turn the
I'm reacting to you reacting to the GD Awards. Oh shoot, I clicked on the... Okay. Oh, dude! This level's so peak. Ida Carnus? Oh, dude. I don't even need to see the other ones to know that this is what I'm voting for. Ida Carnus is so peak.
Twist the knife.
There's 8 levels? My god.
To accept punishment.
Project Nova Form.
Retaliating.
Corrupted Blee? My gosh, this is a Blee boss fight, bro? What?
Turn the page. Move on.
Oh, this level? This level looks cool, but it wasn't that fun to play in my opinion.
Turn the scale.
I didn't really